Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. The other girls popping. They don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection. Girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far. Just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Lean the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. 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 Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Pop the balloon. 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 Yeah. Don't pop.
Welcome. Oh my gosh. I must say I did dearly miss you real ones and going live. What a remarkable time it is. Can you hear me? Can y'all put in the comments and say, hey, Pointer, we hear you loud and clear. Let's see if you can hear me as we are officially live now. And I have some real ones ready to go. I'm excited. So can you hear me? Let's see. Can you hear me? I don't know if y'all can hear me. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, ZP. Okay. Thank you, Gummy Honey. Thank you, Carl and Rose. Thank you, Sonic Molder. Y'all are amazing. Welcome, folks. We are back. Oh my goodness. Some of you, I'm hoping that you're excited for this live experience. It has been quite a minute because we were on our national tour, and we're not done. We're not done. We're trying to take a break, but it has been a very busy experience. Technically, if you want to get technical, we were in over 17, 18 states. If you want to get technical, I'll go with 18, actually. 18 states. You're going to get some of the greatest content that you've seen in quite some time. Okay. Great episodes. If you are a member, if you are a paying member, definitely of the real one status, which is pricey. It is. But think about it. That's like 8 Starbucks drinks. And some of y'all sponsor us Starbucks. Some of y'all be doing that times 2, times 3 a month. So those are going to be getting that real deal. Yeah, you're going to be getting hooked up for real because that content is coming to you soon. Even tomorrow's episode is already available today to members. So make sure you check in with that. Don't miss it. Don't miss out. What else? So many additions. We have been going crazy. If some people, y'all already know it's kind of like I'm kind of like some of the people that you don't like online, some of those people that beg for money at churches. Lord help them and save them. But, Pointer needs a little cash to get dinner tonight. So if you are hooking us up on Cash App, if 10 people can hook that up, you're getting hooked up for real. I want to talk about the tour. I might even show some clips. My team has been telling me that people are eagerly waiting for some of that heat that was filmed. So I don't want you to not know and be in the know of what is in stow when you see that amazing content. Okay, so make sure you bless a brother. But I would be remiss if I did not help real ones find real ones. So we've had too much fun, and we're about to have a lovely individual come on and share what makes her a real one. And we're even going to have her connect in real time with a real one, we would hope, and see what happens. So I'm excited. I'm about to have that lovely lady come on. But before we do, one more time, I'm going to ask again. I ain't too proud to beg. I would start singing Temptations right now, but the vocals, it's been a long tour. It's been a long day. It's been a long week, month, year. We've been rising and we've been shining. You know what? I got this lovely lady about to come on, but let me just show y'all some of the work. That has been put in. You're going to love it. Let's see, y'all. It's worth it. It's worth the wait. Pointer's always going to hook y'all up with something. I got a few surprises as we get through. So just be patient with me. Let's see, where is that? There we go. I just need to show y'all this. I almost started shedding thug tears because I was surprised at this. I was surprised. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, y'all. That's pretty crazy. You could come see me. A lot of people have been like, Pointer, when's the meet and greet? Pointer, when's the XYZ? You can come see Pointer. You can come see Pointer on Sunset and La Brea in Hollywood. Oh my God. Wow, you can come see me. Some have already sent images and them taking selfies in front of it and making Pointer just shed thug tears, man. It's a beautiful thing. So I appreciate all the real ones that have supported, and check Pointer out because, we're just doing what we can to succeed. But without further delay, let me have this lovely lady come on, and she's been waiting patiently to find her real one. We're going to get to know her. Let me add her in. Let's see. Lovely lady, how you doing?
Hi there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Lovely voice. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Wonderful. Welcome to a real one. Welcome to the experience. It is virtual. So what I want you to do, I want you to share your name, your age, and what you do.
My name is Arvis Redding, and I'm 60 years old, and I am a foot care specialist. I am a podologist, so I take care of people's feet who have issues such as diabetes and things like that, neuropathy, and it's like a deep dive into your traditional foot care. I started off as a licensed manicurist, and then I sort of diversified and went into a more of a service type aspect of my business. So
that's amazing. Wow.
Yeah,
well, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
I love it. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, that's a blessing because I ain't really dealing with feet like that. So you're better than me. Sometimes feet.
People who take care of their feet have good feet.
Yes. You got to take care of them. Those are not something you can just leave alone. You got to moisturize and
I'm not seeing horror stories because people typically who get their feet done have nice feet.
That's
for the most part. I mean, some people do have issues, but I'm not a judging person.
Yeah. You never know what people go through. We do a lot of walking in this life. We do a lot of walking. We use those feet. I want to shout out this wonderful individual who just hooked us up. Raya, you are appreciated. You are a real one. She just helped me get dinner. So thank you, Raya. Thank you so much. And she is amazing. As usual. Yeah, Raya, shout out to you. You are awesome every time we go live. We appreciate you. So Arvis, share with us this. What makes you a real one?
What makes me a real one is the fact that I'm family oriented. I am a very social person. I'm also, I guess, somewhat of a nurturer. I'm very independent, but I'm a person that works well in partnership. So I can appreciate the value of good communication, a shared sense of humor. It's something that I would like to have in a relationship with someone that I can share those same types of energies with. And in my mind, that makes a real one kind of situation where you have shared values and that kind of thing. So my values are geared more around spending time together, getting to know your partner on an intimate level, intellectually, and those kinds of things.
I think that's beautiful, Arvis. And I think that's why you're here and you are live and you are in front of a lot of great people. We already have some calling in. So what I want to acknowledge is that we have pinned the link that I shared with you to the top of the chat. Right. So gentlemen will be able to call in and you'll connect with them in real time. And what I did my best to do was, because I know long distance ain't for everybody, right? So you did express that you'd want somebody a little closer.
Yes.
Share where you are. Just share at least the state or where. Yeah.
I'm in Maryland.
Okay.
Maryland. The DMV is great for me. I am close to Washington, D.C. I'm close to Delaware, Virginia, Pennsylvania.
That's beautiful. Okay, and that's where you're willing to travel east side, East Coast.
Right.
Maybe a little Midwest, maybe. Where is that going? That's going.
I don't think so.
I don't blame you. And that's why I want you to keep it real. But we did reach out to some brothers right in the state of Maryland to be on. I'm excited for you. You're going to have a great time.
Good.
More questions to start to lock in more and get to know you a little more before the gentlemen come on and present themselves. So I want you to give me some qualities that you would look for in a real one, certain traits that would make you connect in a way that's like, hey, that's a real one.
What would make me connect with a real one would be someone who, first of all, has a sense of humor. I find that smart men are usually funny. Right? Right? Right, you can relate. And so I can appreciate that, a nice sense of humor. I would say that would probably draw me in initially. And then I also am very interested in a person who has a good sense of compassion, that gets along with people, that doesn't have a tunnel vision of life, that has a perspective that's, open and willing to, take on other perspectives. Someone who's open-minded. A real one for me would be someone who is able to carry on a nice conversation, have a deep conversation on one hand, and then on the other hand, be able to have a silly conversation.
Yeah.
Using that sense of humor, being able to look at life through a lens that's positive and objective. That's important to me. Someone who has a positive outlook and that can communicate well.
Yes, we need effective communication for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are beautiful qualities. Now, how about this? Share with us things that would make you, and I'm going to get to this, I'm going to explain this to you in a minute, but things that would make you do this, things that would make you pop, 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 if you see that on your screen. What are some things that if they said it or did it, it'd be like, oh, no, I'm a pop.
If they whipped out a cigarette and started smoking, I'd have to pop that balloon.
Okay, so no cigarette smokers.
No.
Now, my real ones, I also got to ask about the devil's lettuce. Is that also not tolerated?
You know what? I'm not averse to that because I know that people deal with issues having, they deal with anxiety and, being able to rest and relax. So I can understand if someone is using marijuana in a way to help them to relax and, find center. That's okay. But, somebody that's just puffing away all the time, no.
Yeah, I feel it. Any other essential heartbreakers?
Profanity. I don't like that at all.
Okay.
We all curse sometimes.
I don't.
Well, see, that's what
that pointer. I guess everybody except
there you go. And that is appealing to me. It's not that I'm a prude and I think that people who, if they curse, it's a terrible thing. It's not a part of my vocabulary. And in my family, not to say, drop a little, spicy one here and there at express, moments. But no, that's not a part of my makeup. It's not a part of the way that I communicate. And I don't think that a gentleman, because guys sometimes will curse when they're together, but in the presence of a lady, I think that needs to be, tamped down.
I miss that too. I miss when people had certain reservations around certain people in certain settings. Because back in my day, it was like if you walked by a church, it was like I ain't gonna say that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
But nowadays, you got them in the church saying stuff, and this AI is out of control. Arvis, they got AI doing cussing in the pulpit.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a mess. But I totally agree with that. So no smoking of the tobacco, no profanity. Do you have a third one, or are those two like the bigger ones?
Um, I like a well-groomed gentleman. He doesn't have to be, spit, shine, and polish. But I guess because I'm in an aspect of the beauty business, I pay attention to a man's fingernails.
They gotta be clean. You
They
don't
got
want
to
no
be
dirt on them.
clean.
They gotta
They
be
got to be
clean.
clean.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Those are valid. Okay. And then one more thing before we have our first gentleman come on, I want to ask you, what do you like to do for fun?
What do I like? I'm a movie person. I
Ooh.
love to listen to music. Um, oh, my Echo Dot is about to go off. Alexa, stop.
Stop,
Sorry about
Alexa.
that. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay, Alexa. Sponsor us, Alexa and Jeff. Jeff Bezos need a sponsor. Yeah.
Um, I just lost my train of thought. What did you ask me again? I'm sorry.
About fun. What do you like to do for fun?
What do I like to do for fun? So I do I like to go to movies or watch movies at home even. I enjoy cooking together. I like doing stuff like that. Um, I do like concerts, going out to hear people perform. Uh, I I I'm into the outdoors. I like to garden and
Ooh.
yeah, and I'm a camper. I like to go camping.
I love that. Okay, explore,
So
be adventurous. We love to see it, Arvis. We
yeah,
love to see it.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to delay. I do want you to connect with this wonderful gentleman who has decided to tap in. Now, before I do that, I want to explain what's about to happen. This is still Pop the Balloon. This is still a real one. So you technically have a virtual balloon of sorts, right? So I kind of presented it earlier. Okay, so as you are talking to these wonderful gentlemen, get to know them, get to hear what they're all about, things like that. But when you say the word, pop. If you're like Pointer, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pop. Then at this moment, you're going to see this come up on the screen and you're going to hear that. Now,
Oh,
that just means that the connection is not established.
okay. So I
Okay.
just say that to you.
You'll say it to me. You'll be like, pop. I'm going to pop. Pointer, I'm going to pop. But you always want to hear people out. I always encourage people because we've done heart transplants. It's a little harder virtually for me to reach through screen, but in studio we do heart transplants. But hear a person out, mainly in this setting.
Okay.
It's free, it's fun, and we can see what happens. But if
Okay.
you believe it's a connection, then I would ask, could it be a real one connection, like on the show? And if it is, then this comes up, and then we all clap and we celebrate, and we even play a little song. We play the pop, pop, pop song, right? So we'll see what
Okay.
happens. Are you ready for your first real one?
I am.
Wonderful. Well, let's have this gentleman come in and we're going to have some fun. Hello, kind sir. Let's see. He is muted. Can you hear? You're muted, kind sir. Mr. Marky Mark. Let's see. He might be looking for the unmute button. Oh, Patrice. Oh, shout out to Patrice as we rate. Patrice, you are amazing. That is one of a real one's finest. Let's see. Oh, Mark, still no? You got to unmute that, Mark. You got to unmute. But shout out Patrice for helping me pay for dinner. And then, of course, Raya, again, a real one. They both are helping Pointer eat. But let's see. He is muted. So, Arvis, I want to make sure you're able to hear him.
Okay.
Mark, there should be a mic. And then you press that. And then I thought that was it. No. Maybe he's going to ask for some assistance, maybe. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's good.
Getting a little help.
Get a little help. That's
Yeah.
all right. Sometimes we got to get some help out here.
Yeah. So,
that's-
Porter, I really have to, if I can take a minute just to say thank you for having me on. It's really nice to meet you this way.
Yes, absolutely. I wish I got to meet you in person. We were in Maryland twice in the
Wow.
same month. We were in Baltimore. We were in DC.
Oh.
So it was remarkable. Yeah.
I missed out.
No, but it's okay. The virtual, you got the same, if not more, reach, especially live. So,
Mhm.
but if I come back, I'm gonna make sure Arvis is there. Unless you
Awesome.
connect with this wonderful gentleman. Let's see, Mark. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can't hear you, Marky Mark. Let's see. I can't hear you, Mark. I might have you come out and come back in because I can't hear you. So Okay, okay, yeah. Let me have him come back.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm gonna ask you a few more questions as he's figuring that
Okay.
out, Arvis. Let's go
That's
because you
fine.
got to think you have people all over the world watching, and
Oh,
you might have gentlemen slide in your DMs or in your inbox
okay.
after
Oh,
this, right? So you get blessed regardless being on the
okay.
show. Share with us. Let's go for one of the more essential ones. Yeah, what was your last relationship?
Oh, my last relationship was a little while ago. What do you want to know?
Well, I want to know. I just want to know, when did it end?
When did it end? Oh my goodness. It's been a while ago.
That's okay. That's good enough.
So I'm gonna say probably like just before the pandemic
Okay.
hit.
Okay.
Yeah, like 2020.
And what I like to ask people, because healing is a very important aspect of post relationship status
Yes,
and taking
yes.
accountability. So, what is one thing that you would say your partner would say was a negative about you and a positive about you?
Oh, what would you say would have been a negative about me?
Yeah.
Um,
Unless
oh,
there's none. You're probably perfect. I think you're amazing.
no, not perfect, but I don't want to say the wrong thing and sound like I'm, self-deprecating. However, I would say maybe at times I could talk a bit much.
But being talkative, you're a communicator,
Yeah,
but
I
sometimes
am.
go over.
I am. But he had a nice way of ending the conversation or stopping the conversation. He was
Mm,
very sweet about it.
okay. Now, what about a positive? I know you got some positives.
What would he say would have been a positive is that I am outgoing and people friendly.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. I
Yeah.
believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are just always good things I like to ask to see how we grow from past relationships
Mhm.
into
Yeah.
present into future. But let me see if my man is on here because he has been patient and he wants to connect. So let's see. Mark, can you hear me?
Okay.
You can't hear me, Mark?
Pointer,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get a cord. My phone is.
Do your thing. Get a cord because his audio is tripping. This is the beauty of live. This is keeping it real.
Okay.
This ain't a Spielberg production, even though
That's
sponsor
right.
us, Steven. Sponsor us. So, Mark, I can't hear you. So, what I'm gonna do, Mark, I want you to log back in. Um, I'm gonna have you removed, and then we're gonna see if Mark will log back in. So,
Okay.
Arvis is getting a cord, which is fine. So, we will connect in that way. And then I got, of course, I can do my job decently. They say that's what the fans say. So, we're gonna ask you a few more essentials then.
Okay.
So let's go for a question like this. I think this one's a pretty popular one. But we'll start with the religious aspect. Do you want a
Oh,
partner that is religious?
no, I do not want a partner that is religious. However,
Ooh,
yes, I appreciate a partner who is spiritual.
okay. Oh, I think it froze. It might have froze. Uh-oh. Man, people are popping tonight. Arvis, I think I lost you. Oh my goodness. I think Arvis came back. Let's see. Arvis, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I hit the button when I was moving my phone.
Okay, I got you. But you were saying you'd prefer someone more spiritual.
Yes. I have a very extensive spiritual background.
Okay.
Um, but I would say that I am I'm not a dogmatically religious person. I
Mm,
studied metaphysics for 10 years
mm,
and have quite a background. And so I can appreciate many religions um, because that was my study for 10 years. And I can appreciate the value of spirit um, and different expressions in people's religious upbringing. So if someone's religion is different than mine, I can still relate because of the spiritual aspect of it.
okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So you are open to dating a religious person as long as they're open to your beliefs and y'all can share together.
Yes, but I find that people who are religious are not usually that flexible.
They
They
have to
want you
truly
to
sold
see
out.
things their way. Yeah.
Yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Before we log the gentleman, and I'm gonna give him another chance.
Okay.
In terms of politics, what
Okay.
would you say politically? What are your views? You don't have to get deep, but do you want a partner that's political, not political?
Yes. I would appreciate a gentleman who does have a stand,
Mm,
and that has a voice about how he feels about things. Um, I am a moderate liberal,
mm,
so I can understand the perspective on some levels of conservative thinking,
mm.
conservative politics, not so much,
Right.
but I would yes, I would want my partner to have his own views and to respect my views,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I would respect his. Yeah,
That's
as long
valid.
as they weren't crazy.
No, they ain't crazy. And that's for either, any side, all
Right,
sides, the whole
right,
bird, right wing,
right, right,
left
right.
wing, it's the same bird. That's what I got to think. We got to stay together. I was on the lift with Amir
Exactly.
before. I'm like, hey, I love all y'all. I really
Yeah.
do. I want us to come together and make some progress. So let me
Right.
see if Marky Mark is on. Let me see if we can hear him. Let's try it, Arvis. I want you to at least hear
Okay.
him. Mark, can you hear us?
Hello?
Mark,
There
yes.
we
Hello?
go.
Mark, how
There
you
we
How
doing?
you doing, man?
Oh, good to
How
see
you
you. How's
doing,
it
brother?
going?
It's going fine, man. I am
Wonderful.
Baltimore City, like I said.
I love it. Hey, you're representing here right in Baltimore. Okay, so you're on the same side, same
Right.
state as the lovely Arvis. Can you set your phone down by chance so we can kind of see, kind of like you see a little bit more of me and you see a little bit more of Arvis?
Do what?
Can you set your phone kind of down so we can see you a little more?
Oh, okay. You can't see my face. Oh, okay. I got you.
That's better.
All right.
Okay, share with us your name, your age, and what you do.
All right. My name's Mark Barricato. I'm 67. I'm retired from Baltimore City.
Baltimore City. Okay.
Okay.
Share with us,
Yes.
Mark, what makes you a real one?
Well, I'm a, bump and grind guy. It's all about the hustle in Baltimore City. I was raised that way and, nothing personal. I love everybody.
And you expressed, even as you applied, you are Baltimore.
Well, because it's my roots, my upbringing, and like I said, Baltimore City's a diverse town. You got different parts of the city, Lexington Market, Diamond Mall, and all over,
Very good.
I traveled everywhere.
Okay. And what would you say makes you a real one?
Well, to me, I believe that you stick together with your partner, everything. If that's your partner, you gotta be loyal, honest, and have a good open relationship, good communication, and it's gotta be your best friend for life.
Yeah.
Agree with that.
Arvis agrees with that. Now, what would you say you're looking for in a real one?
Well, I'm looking for one that is like got the same grind like I got. You know what I mean? It's like I'm attracted like the real like Arvis women, That's what
Okay.
I'm attracted to.
Beautiful. And what would you say, Mark, are your deal breakers, or what would make you pop the balloon on someone?
Well, I would say hygiene. Somebody smokes, drinks, stuff like that.
So
I
you
don't
don't
like
want
a
them smoking and
smoker.
drinking.
Nobody drinks or none of that.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Now, what would you say you do for fun?
Well, I like playing basketball. I do a little gambling here and there, and like go to like flea markets and like sometimes outdoor music events and like
Yeah.
do a lot of like water stuff.
Beautiful. Okay. That's just the general intro. Now, Arvis, I want to see if you have a question for Mark.
Um, First of all, hello, Mark. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Um, I'm curious to know
I
what
hear mommy in the back.
what part of Baltimore City are you from?
Zone 23 by the projects, Pratt Monroe. That
Pratt and
area.
Monroe. Okay. Near Hopkins.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Mark, did you have a question for Arvis? Because we're just, just pondering and postulating and seeing,
Well, I mean, I really don't have no questions. I mean, she seems like a sweet woman, but I'm more or less into the faster pace,
You said you're into fast relationships?
Well, no, not fast relationships. It's like you got to feel the vibe with somebody. You know
You
what
got
I
to
mean?
feel the vibe. Yeah. And that's what we're
Right.
trying to connect here. I mean, even though it's virtual, you never know. Something somebody may say.
Right.
something
Oh,
they
I
may
mean,
do.
she's a sweet woman. Just some people vibe with some people don't. That's all it is.
Agreed.
It's nothing personal.
Agreed.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me start with Arvis. Arvis, what's one thing that makes you vibe with someone?
Being able to have cogent conversation. I like a sense of humor, and I like someone that can make me laugh.
Okay. Very good. Mark, what would you say is something that makes you vibe with someone?
Somebody's gonna hold me down like I'm gonna hold them down.
Okay. Very good. I love both of that. I love it. I do want to say to the fans watching, if you want, I see some comments of people saying they want to join and come on. You definitely can click the link pinned so you can talk to Arvis, or ladies, if you see Mark and like, hey, I want to talk to him. But if these two connect, then you miss out on both. So if you want to be a part of it, make sure you click. Let me ask another question to the both of you then, as this is an important one. I want both of you to share, Arvis, you'll start, pet peeves. What's something that a partner may do? It's not really a deal breaker or a heartbreaker, but it's something that if they do it enough, it starts to ruffle your feathers.
Oh,
Mark or her?
Oh, Arvis. We'll start with
yeah.
Arvis.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I think along the lines of communication. If a person's not able to express himself well, it sort of grates me the wrong way.
Okay. Valid.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I do. Mark, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. What would you say is the pet peeve you have, Mark, for a partner?
I would say keep living in the past experiences. Like if you have a problem, you keep dwelling on it.
That is
Let
a
it
big
go.
one.
Solve it and let it go.
Yeah.
That's a big one. But I'm going to say to you, Pointer, that I think I'm going to pop the balloon here.
Okay.
I think that's very nice. I think that Mark, you're a nice guy. And
Thank you.
yes, and I hear Baltimore in you when you speak, so that's like a point of pride, which is a good thing. But as you mentioned earlier, there has to be a vibe, and I'm not getting it.
Right.
Yeah. Our vibes are very different.
I get it.
Yeah.
I feel
right.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, Mark,
if it ain't there, it ain't there. I agree.
What I want you to do, Mark, because Arvis is our bachelorette, she's our real one of the night, but I want you to just share what your type is, because you may have some ladies watching right now that's like, that is my man. That's my future man. So what is your type? What are you looking for, even aesthetically or, vibe-wise?
Well, it's really hard for me to say it like that, I just got to be around them and feel the vibe, and get to really know them. You know what I mean? Have open conversations and go from there.
Got it. Okay. Do you have an Instagram? Because that's probably one of the most effective ways for ladies that are interested to reach out to you, Mark. Do you have an Instagram?
I think my daughter wrote me up one. I can't remember right now. I'll send it in to you. I think it's Mark Barricata 1957 gmail.com. That's it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate you, Mark, for coming on. Thank you so much. You are a real one. We appreciate you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Thank you, hon.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Well, Arvis, okay, that was one of our real
Okay.
ones. That was one.
Okay.
Now I'm waiting on more brothers to call in. We had 4 that signed up
Okay.
when they specifically were like, "Hey, I'm in Maryland. I want a black queen. I want a lovely lady." So I'm waiting on them. One gentleman had said that he was in bed and not looking his best. So I was like, "Okay, you don't want to represent yourself like that." But
No.
gentlemen, if you see this lovely lady, as I do, and I pinned the link to the top of the chat, right? So if you want to talk to her, then come talk to her. Talk to her nice, and she would like to talk to you. But let me ask you some more questions just to get to know you, Arvis, because this is the beauty of this show. Unfortunately, and even as I might share a little about the tour, a lot of brothers are shy. A lot of brothers are shy. So even doing something like this, Arvis, I appreciate your confidence, right? But it takes you to go out of your comfort zone to be on a real one sometimes. So even you're amazing, but some of the brothers just they wait till after. I guarantee, Arvis, after this, you'll probably be like, "Oh, I was going to come on, but I was more nervous," or all that stuff. So you never know what you're going to do. You never know what you're gonna do. Somebody is saying there's some background noise. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's mine. Arvis, do you have background noise in your?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from, but you know what? Okay, maybe we'll do something like that. Okay. Anyway, let's go for more questions, Arvis, just to get to know you a little more. We only have about 10 more minutes. I'm hoping, brothers, I would love if one more brother could call in for the win and talk to this lovely lady. I really would. But let's go for this. In terms of marriage, have you ever been married?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Why did that marriage not see till death do you part?
Well, I think there was, I guess, a difference in values, a difference in our perspective on life, the way that we were going about trying to have a unit. And I guess I was going left and he was going right, or I was going right and he was going left. We weren't seeing things, I guess, eye to eye when it came to, I think, the basic things that make a marriage work. We had different ideas about what marriage looked like. And when we were dating, there was a lot of conversation about what our expectations were. And I think during that time, there's that expression, you have on a different uniform when you're dating,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of things were sort of maybe, I guess, or maybe like wishful thinking that things would be a certain way. And then when you get into a marriage it's just very different than dating and living together even. It's a different responsibility.
Yeah.
And I think for myself, because our backgrounds were somewhat different as far as like the family foundation was concerned, we had different examples of what marriage looked like. And so in the final analysis, it just did not work. And even now we try our best to see and hear the other person's point of view so that we have good communication, because we have a son. And and he has grown into an awesome young man, and that's basically because we try to meet each other. We try to meet each other in the middle. I'm not going to say it always works, but I think for the most part, as a divorced unit, or however you want to describe that, I think we've done better than the average when comes to that part of it. So it didn't work out for, I guess, incompatibility on values, but at the end of the day, we knew we needed to be grown-ups and make it good for our son. And
Okay.
we've done that.
And ended amicably. Y'all are still.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. That is, and that's the way, divorce is not ideal. But if that's how it has to end, then you'd want it to be amicable and
Right.
still can be, even if you're not friends after. Some people think
Right.
that's a red flag. That's something I could ask you in a moment. But it's still good to, just take it easy. Don't get too crazy.
Yeah.
I want to give a quick shout out to Lexi. Pointer, I'm gonna say hi to Lexi, Mom, and Nina. Lexi, Mom, and Nina. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. Let me ask you this. So would you like to be married again in the future, Arvis?
I would.
Okay. That's beautiful. Okay. Now, this is an important question I love to ask real ones, because the answer always differs, but how long do you think you would date someone or let someone court you before you marry them?
Oh, well, that would depend on a lot of things. That would depend. That would depend on the, I guess, the amount of time spent together, the amount of connection that's, between the two of us. I would say at least a year. At least a year.
That's normally what I hear. And I like to ask just to get to know what's up. Because some people are like, I'm ready to get married ASAP. So they like streamline the process. And it's like, I'm going to be married in 6 months, even though those are the ones who stay single for 6, 7, 8 years and decades. So you never know.
Yeah, because you don't know the person. You need to know the person. And if you have two people who have the same objective for the right reasons and are truly friends, and we're being open with one another, within a year's time, you know whether or not you want to, have your life without that person or not.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. Well, Arvis, I don't want to hold you. I was waiting for more real ones to check in. We have another show loading with some younger people on the other side of the country. But I want you to do this. Do you have an Instagram?
I do.
Okay, I want you to say it, and I might type it and post it and then watch some DMs flood.
I'm not sure. I think my Instagram is like you're at the @ sign, and I think it's at Arvis Redding. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I think it's at Arvis Taylor Redding. I think. I'm so sorry.
I posted. I'm hoping they'll connect with you. You can send it after too, and we can help you connect a little later.
Okay.
Yeah. You are awesome, though. Thank you, Arvis, for coming on. And then if more brothers reach out in a few days, I wanted to get a chance, then we might even have you back and we'll have some more fun.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because Maryland, I will say this. I'm gonna just spoil something. When we were in Baltimore, some of the brothers that showed did not represent Maryland well. I'll say that.
Get out of town.
And I think you would know. How's your dating? Okay, last question. I'm sorry. I just think you're amazing. What's your dating experience like in Baltimore? Well, Maryland. Sorry, Maryland.
In Baltimore. You were right the first time.
Okay.
I like gentlemen who read, who have a little culture, sense of humor, have experiences, not that they've had to travel the world, but have had experiences and can talk about them and have a sense of humor. Those things are very difficult for me to find. And I'm not saying in Baltimore, but I am having a difficult time finding that.
Yeah.
And so, I've sort of cast my net wide so that, I can have good conversations, but I'm an Aquarius. So, if it's not fitting, I'm like,
it's time to go.
I don't want to waste my time talking to people that don't make any sense or aren't there's no,
You
connection.
don't have time to waste. You really don't.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make it pop for you in the future. But we thank you, Arvis, for coming on. You are awesome.
Okay, thank you so much, Pointer. It's so nice to meet you. I wanted to ask you a question, if I could.
Okay.
I know you have to go. And this has nothing to do with the show.
Oh, then maybe we should ask it after.
Okay, I'll ask it after.
Okay. Just in case, because I never know what I'm going to get in virtual or in real. But yeah, feel free. Send us a message and we'll get through to you.
Okay, so when I send you the message, it'll go straight to you? Because
I'll probably.
It's just a question about. It's a statement actually about an event in Los Angeles. You're in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
I have a cousin who does astronomy events.
Oh.
He does stargazing in LA. He was featured on NBC Nightly News a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just want to give a shout out to my cousin Bobby. I don't know if he'll ever see this or not.
Shout out cousin Bobby. Yeah, shout out cousin. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to say.
You're amazing. Thank you, Arvis. We appreciate you.
Okay. I appreciate you too. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much.
Yeah. Trust me, when this elevates and expands, you're gonna get you a real one.
Okay.
Thank you, Arvis. We appreciate you. Have a good one.
Same here. You too. Night.
All righty. Let's do it. All righty, folks. Thank you so much. What a sweetheart. Arvis was amazing, representing Maryland so well. Well, folks, that was just part one. And as you know, a lot of my queens will know this, as you can imagine. It's not always easy. I would say this, and I will boldly say it, and I always will. My brothers, you're going to hate me, but women are much better than the brothers. I'm sorry. Not all. But my queens just do it differently. God made them a little more different. They added just a little sauce. I want to talk more about the tour. I really do. We were just in, like I said, just about 18 states. So if some people want to hear some of the horror stories and some of the success stories, it was a lot. It was a lot of nonstop action and work, as you can imagine. So if you want to hear a little bit more about the tour, then why don't you hook that thing up? But we have a wonderful bachelor that's about to join us and some bachelorettes, some lovely ladies from the other side of the country. We had Arvis in Maryland. Mark is in Maryland, but then we're going to swing it to the West Coast. What many would say is the best coast. That's what many would say. So we're about to get there. In the meantime, I want to give you a teaser. For something that you're going to be seeing soon that a lot of you wanted an update on. So fans, check this thing out. Check this out. Oh. Okay, never mind. I don't think you can hear it. Oh, boy. I don't think you can hear it. Let me see. No, I don't think y'all can hear it. No. Anyway, what you're seeing, you know what? I'll yap. I will yap. I want y'all to check this out, though. You're going to get a connection check-in. This wonderful couple that a lot of you fell in love with, they went viral, millions of views on socials. The fans fell in love with them. And it was a remarkable time for these two. So you're going to get a connection check-in with those two. You're going to get to, hear about what transpired. So just get ready for that. Yeah. I know you can't hear it, folks. I just wanted to show you that. And, see what's up with that. So I'm waiting on our bachelor. I'm about to check in. Thank you. See, my real ones that know this is a real MVP right here. Leda, I love you. I appreciate you. You are awesome. And I appreciate that. So yeah, we're going to tap in. I'm about to have a lovely bachelorette come on, I believe. Give me 1 second. And in the meantime, you know what I'm going to do. I got to play a classic. So give me 1 second before I talk to a lovely lady, but let's get this blasted really quick.
Bring out our next real one.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. 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 I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see. Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. The other girls poppin', they don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection. Girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far, just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Need the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Pop the balloon. I'll give you the life that you always dreamed. In New York and some jets, like a football team. You're gonna get quality time, plus some words of affirmation. It's all on my dime. Gifts and acts of service at any destination. Just don't pop the balloon, and we'll both be okay. You'll be my boo, and I will be your babe. Now it's down to me and you still got your balloon. And that can only mean one thing, and this is just the beginning.
I'm so glad you didn't pop, girl.
Thank you that you did not pop.
I'm so happy that you didn't pop.
I'm so glad that you did not pop.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Oh. Alrighty, folks. Yeah, we just had to tap that. We just had to make that work. All right. Without further delay, my fans, I love y'all. Y'all real ones are the best of the best. Let's have this lovely lady come on. My man, he was going in and out. I'm thinking he was logged in, then he logged out. So I want to focus on the lovely lady that's here. We have a queen here. I'm about to pop her in. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Sash, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. Welcome to a real one. Now, my brother just tapped in too, but you were a little more punctual. So I love my man. I'm going to shout him out too, because that's my homeboy. Me and him, we had a good time in Portland. But share your name, your age, and what you do.
My name is Sasheen, and I'm 31. What I do is I work in advertising, work at marketing firms, and I also started my own business selling my artwork online.
Well, congratulations there, Queen. That's amazing.
Thank
What would you say makes you a real one?
What makes me a real one? I'm me, Sasheen. It comes with its perks. Smart, funny, accomplished, pretty, and I'm a good cook when I feel like it. But I like to cook things that I love versus things that I just know. But I'm really passionate about all those things, and like trying to work on those as well. So read a lot. I try to.
Very good. Yes, that's good to get the knowledge. Now, what would you say you're looking for in a real one?
Yeah, well, I told you when we were talking earlier, like when I was reaching out to the show to see if I wanted to be a part of it, but just someone who is really passionate about like where they are in life and want to grow within themselves, but also like is proud of their accomplishments. Like they're usually main characters is like who I'm attracted to. So like the lead character in any movie, that's who I'm pointing at is my man. So if you have main character energy, but you also have like a compassion for other people and you show up for others, like that's really what I'm looking for.
I love that. Okay. Well, in relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What's something you would throw a red flag on?
I would say yelling, lots of road rage is a red flag, and name calling. Like if you just like be name calling women, if you call them all types of females, B words, all this other thing, and you're just having a conversation, I feel like that just shows how you think, about women, and like you may not respect as much. So yeah, just if they have like a lack of respect for others, and if they're not funny, like that's a red flag too. Like someone who just doesn't take themselves so seriously, like they can also take a joke and deliver one too.
Yeah, very true. Now, what would you say you like to do for fun?
All the girl things, right? So like I like to wake up in the morning, like do my hair, my makeup, get my like coffee in, do a cute little breakfast, hang out with my cat. Like I do all my little like necessities first. So that's really fun for me, is to like have a soft morning. And then really just like enjoying the day, but also like my work, it's not super serious. It's not like I'm going in and I'm a nurse, a doctor, like helping save lives. It's all about like how like we market these brands and stuff like that. So I just like I try to have as much fun as possible. But yeah, eating out, going out and eating good food. What else? Going to the movies. It's the small things. I like painting outside, all those things. So
I love that. Okay. Well, it was great to get to know you. Now, I do have a wonderful individual that I'm about to lock in, and both of you are going to be able to interact. I'm going to do the same thing with him that I just did for you. You're the Bachelorette. Now, this man, I'm going to just shout him out. No. First, Sash, say where you are. Where are you?
I'm in Portland.
Okay. So this brother is a wonderful individual. We were on tour, as the fans know, on a national tour. We hit definitely 13 states, but technically more than that. And this wonderful gentleman came out, and I'm not trying to spoil anything because fans, you'll see it, but they didn't do him right. So I was like, my brother, you coming back, and I'm gonna get you some queen. Sash is lovely, so he deserves some sachet, and he deserves some beauty. So I'm gonna call him in, and then we're just gonna do that. But this is how it works. Well, I'll tell the both of y'all how it works. Let me just bring my brother in. Amir, how you doing?
How you doing today?
They're very good, my brother. Welcome to A Real One. Would you share with everybody your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Amir Berry. I'm 36 years old. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Very
I'm in
good.
management and warehousing, the food industry to be exact. They moved me out here, so that's what I do for a living.
Very good. Okay, so Sash, he's taken care of. Now, brother, share with us this. What makes you a real one?
I'm open to learning. Take my time with things. I'm very hands-on, and I'm a hard-working man. You know what I'm saying?
The ladies love to hear that. What are you looking for in a real? Wait, the comments are already saying it's a match. Okay, what are you looking for in a real one?
Just somebody open, understanding, willing to take their time, and I'm looking for a friend first. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, my soulmate, but my friend first.
That's beautiful. Okay, now in relationships, Amir, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers,
Sure.
red flags. What's something you don't tolerate?
Cigarette smokers, people who don't brush their teeth, bad hygiene. You know what I'm saying? People who don't necessarily, have good relationships with their family. You know what I'm saying? I love my mama, love my sister, love my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so, you got to be family oriented just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, just a little bit. But that's really all.
Perfect. And what do you like to do for fun?
I like to travel now because I stay in a whole different state. So I travel home a lot. Just getting to travel, trying different foods. I like to barbecue, um, build things, and get my money for real. I be
Very good.
chilling though. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So I asked both of you the same questions, and both of you are prized possessions. You are Portland's finest. Okay, but what I wanted to let y'all know, this is still Pop the Balloon on A Real One. We do it the best. So what happens is, as y'all are about to start interacting, I'm going to host and ask questions, but y'all feel free to ask each other questions. If one of you is just not feeling it, if there's a red flag that comes up that is just not manageable, then this is going to come up. Okay, but you're going to say pop. You're going to say pointer, I want to pop. Okay, pointer, I wanna
Okay.
pop. And then that'll come up, and then we'll discuss why. And sometimes heart transplants happen, even virtually. It's a little tougher virtually, but heart transplants occur. So both of you got to see each other. And look, I'm going to throw it to the lovely lady, Sash. Do you want to introduce yourself to Amir? Do you have a question for him?
Sure, I'll introduce myself. Hi, Amir. It's great to
Hi.
meet you. Thank you
Nice to meet
for.
you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being open and being on this really cool platform, Pointer. Thank you for hosting. One of the questions for myself is, well, you mentioned family, good family relationships that you have. And you also mentioned that you like to barbecue, you like to get your money, but you also like to chill. So I appreciate you, like, yeah, being vulnerable. One of the questions that I have is, what's a cause or a community that, like you're really passionate about, and how do you contribute to them?
I mean, for my job, we got the I think it's the United Healthway. You know what I'm saying? We all donate to that. We like the number one in Pacific Northwest and donating to that. You know what I'm saying? And go back to local Portland communities and stuff like that. So I'm definitely involved in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's something that's really important to me. Like right now, I also well, not right now. I've been volunteering for years, but I think it's really important for us to give back to our communities and reach back. And being able to give your time, I think, is something that's so valuable, because we always trade time for money, but when you're trading your time for nothing and giving it to people, I think that shows really good character. So I appreciate you sharing that.
For sure.
That's fantastic. Amir, do you have a question for Sash?
Are you originally from Portland?
No, I'm originally from the Bay, but I was raised in Portland.
Okay. There's a lot of Bay transplants out here.
Yeah.
Not too far. It's a nice
Are
little
you
drive.
Are you currently in Georgia, or you are in Portland?
I'm in Portland.
Okay, I heard Georgia.
He's from Georgia.
I'm from Georgia.
Okay, got it. But you're in Portland. Okay, got it.
I tried to make sure that even though this is virtual, I wanted y'all to be together, because if y'all connect, I'm a sponsor the first date and really try to hook my man Amir up, because I gotta keep it real. Amir was there in person, fresh, looking good, and the Black Queens didn't show up. Sash.
No Black Queens.
You know, if you had known, you would have been there. But the other Black Queen, they did us wrong. So Amir, I felt bad. I said he's getting an expedited real one.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask both of y'all an essential question, though. We'll start with the lovely lady, then we'll get to Amir, and this can help y'all get to know each other more.
Sure.
Everybody has something they're working through. Some might call them toxic traits. So we ain't gonna go too deep, but Sash, I want you to share, is there a trait that you have that you'd say could be toxic and you're working through it and trying to get better and remove it?
I'm a big listener. And I think one of my toxic traits is I try not to ask as many questions. I just let the person talk so I can really get a feel for who they are and like how they present themselves. But I say that to say I have answered a lot of the questions first, and I want to hear Amir.
I'm such a gentleman. I always go ladies first, but yeah, I'm making you do too much.
Yeah, you can come on me first.
Before you go deeper, Sash, Amir, what would you say is a toxic trait that you're working on?
Going through things, I isolate myself. So, try to be more around friends, you know what I'm saying? Have good people around me instead of just isolating myself when I go through things.
Valid. Okay. Sash, did you want to go back, or you kind of did share what it was? Did you want to go a little deeper? You're good.
No, that is really it. Like, that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
I do like to listen.
We're going to bounce back. I'll start with Amir. Maybe I'll start with Amir for the next two to give Sash a break, because I don't want to make her work too much. Now, let's go with this. Amir, have you ever been married?
I have never been married.
Okay. Would you like to be married in the future?
Yeah, of course. Marriage is the goal. My friend first, life partner, marriage, of course.
Okay, very good. Now, I'll throw it to Sash. Sash, have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. Would you like to be married in the future?
Here's the gag. Yes. At the same time, I am a little nervous because of the piece of paper, because when I feel disrespected, yelled at, name called, hit, anything, I'm not asking a judge if or when I can leave. I'm just going to leave. But if you're okay with like the whole like prenup situation and things like that, then yes, like it would make sense for a marriage, like if it were a partnership and versus it just being like, let's just get married. You know what I mean? Like, just because we've been together for a long time, let's go get married. Like, no, like, let's think about it. Let's consider like the pros and cons and make a rational decision about it. And then from there, I will plan a beautiful wedding. And all you have to do is show to like the cake tasting if you want to.
For sure.
What's like the good Kanye said, holla, we want prenup. We want prenup. But it could be useful.
Yeah.
It could be useful. It could be. Okay, so both of you are looking for marriage, even though, like we said, I know the government that can make things messy. Let's go for kids. Let's go for children. I'll start with Amir. Amir, do you have any children?
I have two. I have a son that'll be 17 and a daughter that'll be 11.
Okay. Now let's start to Sash. Sash, do you have any children?
No.
Okay. Are you okay that Amir has children?
I'm on the fence right now. I am on the fence.
Oh,
It depends on like how your children feel about you too, you know? Like if you have a good relationship with them and like they respect you as a dad and like they're not
oh
walking
yeah.
over you. Like
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen like parents like get walked over and you're like, "Oh my gosh, your kid runs your life," which
Um,
I understand. But at the end of the day, it's like you gotta be the man of the house. So it would depend on his relationship with his kids and like how they feel about their dad like dating someone.
yeah.
And I try not to like cramp space and style because obviously like I have my own place and my own agenda, like my own schedule and like things that I'm doing. So I try not to be like too much of a what is it like, oh, are we hanging out today, are we hanging out tomorrow, not doing none of that because I like a planned schedule too, and kids need stability as well. So yeah, as long as they're stable and have a good relationship with you, like I would be open to like seeing how it would work out.
Yeah. So Amir, maybe, of course, the fans would like to know, Sash would like to know, talk about your relationship with your children and that dynamic.
My kids both stay in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here for going on 2 years in September. I go back every 3 months or so. My son is really pro-black. He don't like coming to the Pacific Northwest at all. So, you know what I'm saying? We from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? My baby girl come last summer. She gonna come. You know what I'm saying? She came this summer. So, that's how it's working out. They love me, though. I love my kids. And, hey, daddy got you number one, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Period. Yeah.
Now,
it's really important to like have good relationships with your parents. Like I have a good relationship with my mom and like my godparents as well. Like they've been really supportive of me. So I would do anything for my parents. And I really do care about them. So as long as like your kids feel that way about you, like that's perfect. But I do love kids and I host events for kids. I'm an auntie and I'm going to be officially an auntie in October. So I'm really excited to like have another little kid in the house because just like the laughter of hearing children is like really precious. So I'm excited for like what's to come with that.
Yeah. And you want children, obviously, in the future, Sash.
Yeah, I do. Like I would be interested in that. And for a while I was against it because I was really scared to like have a child with someone. And it's like, what if the relationship doesn't work out? But I think that happens a lot with folks and like they're still able to co-parent. And obviously like there's different situations with co-parenting. Like maybe it's not the best, but if it is, I think that that's really big on maturity and like no one's perfect. So I understand, but I would want like them to have a good co-parenting relationship.
Okay. So Amir, speak to that, your co-parenting situation.
I mean, it's good. You got to think about it. This going on for almost 18 years with my son and 12 years with, my daughter mom. So everything working out smoothly for me. I can't really complain.
So it is, to confirm, it is two baby mothers or mothers of your children.
Yes.
Okay. Sash, are you okay with that?
I'm not, so I'm gonna have to pop. The only reason why it's like I just like have a similar relationship like that, and I just don't. It just wouldn't make sense for me to do all this work. But I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for getting to know me.
For sure. Have a good one now.
Yeah. Well, Amir, I want you to do this, Amir, because now you have a much bigger audience than we had in that studio, and then you will again in a few weeks. But I want you to share your Instagram so more people can reach out, because we had 3 other ladies that were supposed to be on here with you, Amir, and again, some didn't. Some are breaking your heart again. But share your Instagram.
Hey, it's all good. My Instagram is Osama_the Great. Hit me up.
Yes, hit that brother up. And even right now, if Amir, I might just keep you in this in the background, because some ladies, one was like, "Oh, I had to work, blah blah." But if she comes on, then I was trying to hook you up.
For sure. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so chill in the back for a minute, because I might call you back on. So
I got you.
Give me a second, and then I want to talk to Sash a little more, because Sash, I want to see some more essential questions, because they were in the comments flooding saying, "Oh, she pretty, oh, she cute, oh, she whatever." So I want to go a little deeper then on your thoughts on I'll say maybe a single dad dynamic, and in terms of you, if it was one baby mama, would that have been okay?
Yeah, and I think that like because I am open to having children, so it's like if I want that. I wouldn't want to have like the title of, what are they calling me in the chat? Trauma good time girl / third baby mama. Like, y'all not gonna just keep adding names. So for me, like, that just wouldn't make sense. But I appreciate Amir. Like, I thought he was really sweet. He's good looking, my type, in the age range, and like it sounds like he has like a good relationship with his kids. So all around, like, he sounds like a good guy. But
Yeah. We'll share this then, because I'm hoping, let me just shout it out again. The link to get in the room is pinned at the top, people watching. So if there are some brothers that think Sash is just the finest thing in Portland, beautiful queen, then why don't you, tap in, come talk to her.
Mad at me. They're mad at me in the chat.
They're mad at you? Amir,
yeah.
Okay, that's why you can't look. Trust me, they told me to.
They like Amir, and I like Amir too. Like, he was nice, y'all.
Well, don't pay attention to the comments too much. Anyway, Sash. And
I wear my heart on my sleeve, y'all. So like, going on the date, like, what if I ended up like really, 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 really liking him, knowing that I have like the boundaries that I have? It just wouldn't really, like, I would be stepping on my own boundaries. Do you know what that means? Like, self-respect, self-love, like, follow through with, like, with what you want, stay true. And even if people are saying that you can't have that or that you should disregard it, try not to listen and just like focus on, like, what you want.
I totally agree. And the show is not made to waste time, so it's good that you didn't, go with, oh, well, let me give it a shot. And then it's like, well, then you wasted time, wasted money, wasted resources. We ain't got time for that. It's a real one. But let me ask you a few more questions, Sash, because somebody may call in. We have had call-ins, but as we get to know you more, when was your last relationship?
My last relationship was about a year and like almost 2 years ago.
Okay. What is one thing your ex would say is a negative about you and a positive about you?
Yeah, he would also say, like, if I like get yelled at or something like that, I just shut down. Like, I just won't talk anymore. Like, because I'm done. I feel like it's not a conversation anymore. And I will just prance or float out of the room and I'll say, I'll talk to you later. And I feel like that was something that he did not like very much, because he wanted the conversation to be right then, there, and now. And I'm a big processor. So I have to process first. And sometimes I don't always react like in real time. And I think that that's really frustrating for people, because it's like, if you're divulging all this information, like, you want an emotion out of me that I can't give you at this time, or like a response I can't give you, that's just like, I have to wait to get through this conversation with you. And so I think that would be like one of the toxic things that he would say that I have.
Yeah. Now, what about positive? There's got to be some good things.
I know. He would say that I definitely am good with kids, and really good at like making sure that relationships stay intact, like showing up for people is really important for me. Like, I'll remember weird dates and like reach out to someone, say, hey, I heard that, or I remember that you had a job interview when you told me last week, like, here's some flowers, I can be really thoughtful in that way and make people feel special.
I love that. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay. Well, let me just ask 3 more questions, then I'm going to let you go. But people are getting to know you right now. Share your Instagram just so they can know. Some are going to slide in your DMs. I hear more success after the show than on the show. So tell us your IG.
If you slide in my DMs, just make sure you say Pointer sent me, so that I know where it's coming from. Because usually I try to like slide through. I try to keep my Instagram like pretty intimate and tight. So my Instagram is Sasheen the Queen.
Sasheen the Queen. She a rapper. I love it. Okay. No, that's good. So let me ask you this, because we just had Amir here. We were in Portland, on the ground in Portland on our tour. And I asked some of the lovely ladies this. I always love to know, what would you say the dating
tires? What is going on? No, I have not.
Okay, then if we want to chat, normally they need to pay for questions to be asked. No, it's okay. I just need dinner. So hopefully if y'all want Sash to respond to some of these, put a little seasoning on your questions so she can respond, and then I'll even give her some of it so she can get dessert up in Portland. But Sash, what would you say the dating scene is like in Portland?
The dating scene, I think it's very open, and a lot of and what I mean by open is like, you kind of see a mix of everyone together. that you normally wouldn't see, like if you were to go to other states. Like a lot of folks in Portland, we're a melting pot, so everyone is just kind of flying here. And then you meet someone that you really, really care for, and it's like a couple that you didn't know would like each other. So a lot of couples here are unique. And I think the dating scene is good because we have like a lot of good eateries. There's a lot of good activities to do. And if you're really intentional, I think a lot of folks are very open and communicative with like where they're at or where they want to be.
I love that. Okay. Okay. What is something you would say is the brothers in Portland? Because obviously you are a single queen. What could they do better to secure you, besides having multiple baby mamas and things like that? If it's just a dude
You're alone. Leave him.
No, I don't even mean my brother. I mean, unfortunately, on both sides. Yeah, well, I won't get specific, but yeah, on our tour, I've experienced a lot of people that are younger and they have a lot of partners that they've reproduced with and procreated with, which is quite alarming. Without getting married. So, what is something besides that you could say could the brothers do better to win?
I think they're in a rush just to like get freaky. So it's like y'all got to get some, not you, but like they got to get some sort of like release on their own. Like go get that maybe before the date so that you're not so freaky on the date. You know what I mean? Like do something right before the date so that you can hold it. You know what I mean? Like hold it. Just hold on for a couple more dates, a couple more weeks. Like you guys got this. I believe in you. Okay? It doesn't have to be date 1, date 2, date 3. It doesn't have to be the
Steve Harvey said 90 days. You have the 90-day rule, I think. Shout out Steve, sponsor us. You are totally right. You're totally right. But I would say, do you think that could be applied to both sides? Because there are some ladies.
Women, so I don't know what it would be like.
Of course not. But I'm saying, do you have any home girls that might recite Sexy Red lyrics about being okay? I won't get specific.
Recite Sexy Red. We love Sexy. And we appreciate Sexy and what she does for the culture and the community, you know? Like she really is just being herself on a mic and she gets to make money doing that. Like props to Sexy Red. We all recite it. We all want to, not all, but like a lot of women like want to indulge in like in what she's saying, and they do. And more power to the woman. Okay, but that's if they want to give it.
And that's what I was going to say. I was going to say,
like, don't like my friends, like when we talk about our dates, like where we're going, none of them are saying like, oh, I initiated like sex or I initiated like trying to get to bed with them early. Like none of them are saying that. Like that's literally the experience that I'm getting when I go out on dates or when they go out on dates. Like they're not initiating it. So that's just from my experience.
Absolutely. And I think that's important. And I think these are conversations that are relevant. Don't look at the comments too much, Sash. Unless you want to shout some out. Not unless you want to shout some out, because you're amazing.
No, but folks don't get that clear. I understand, because I look at the comments like, again, like I work in marketing advertising agency, so like I'm always looking at comment sections on posts about controversial people. So like I understand, but for me in this platform, I'm not going to shoot nobody down, okay? Especially another Black woman. Sorry, I'm not.
You're a real one. You're a real one. Yeah, I totally understand. We're about to close out. I just want to see, what could you, as a woman, a beautiful young lady, talking to these brothers in Portland, I guess sometimes it's up or down, what would you say the ladies could do better to make dating better? And this could be not just Portland, but worldwide, as we have people all over the world watching. What's something ladies could do better?
I don't know, like if you have guy friends and like they're out there dating, just like make sure that they're on their P's and Q's, you know? And guys as well. Like I think that guys have the opportunity to correct their friends too, like if they're just like doing too much. But yeah, just like keeping your friends accountable and like how they treat people in the dating world, I think is something that can be done better.
Yeah, I feel it. Well, Sash, you plugged your Instagram. You said Sasheen the Queen. So brothers, slide if say Pointer sent you. But are you okay with that? You're okay with a few people sliding in the DMs if eligible bachelors, perhaps, Sash?
Yeah, you just got to say where you're from again. Say Pointer sent me.
Yeah, because I don't want any.
Like, okay, you saw the show, so that.
Yeah.
So that. But yeah, my name is Sasheen. That's how you spell my name.
I love it. I love it. Well, you were awesome. Thank you. I
Thank
wanted more brothers to call in, but you never know what you're going to get on this show. There are some
I
shy
know.
people in this world. So I thank you for your confidence and your boldness and you doing what you do.
Thank you for having me.
You're amazing. Yes, we might have you again in the future. If we come back to Portland in studio, then you'd actually get to, connect in a different.
I can do in studio. That'll be fun.
Well, we'll see what happens. You're amazing, though. Thank you. Have a
Thank
good one,
you.
Sasheen the Queen.
Bye,
We
everybody.
appreciate you. Woo! Well, folks, we did it. Now, y'all are dropping some gold because that was a lovely lady. Y'all are dropping some gold in the comments, but you need to put some seasoning on it because how am I supposed to go and eat? I can't just go in. Well, sometimes I can't just go in and be like, hey, I'm Pointer, give me a meal. It did happen actually twice, even on the tour. Shout out that little eatery in Philadelphia. I love you so much. And what was the other one? Nashville. I got hooked up in Nashville. Anyway, some people love Pointer, and I appreciate those that love Pointer. But y'all are dropping some gold in the comments. I do just want to say, as I said in the beginning, I want to tell you about some of the fun that occurred on the tour. Because fun, as I look back, as I'm back in the comfort of my humble abode, there were some very unique instances. And I would love to show y'all some clips, but y'all got to help Pointer pay the water bill. You got to help Pointer pay the water bill. But I appreciate some of y'all are so interesting. But I do have to go back because this person actually supports like many don't, and I love her so much. This lady's a real one. So she said something that stuck out, and I'm gonna just shout her out. Oleda said, "Black people give so many black people so much slack just because they're black. So tired of that. If it ain't right, it ain't right, no matter their skin color." And Miss Cook, some would say you cooked with that one. Some of you know from knowing Pointer for quite some time. The views on some of the ratchet music and the ski activity, and it's quite interesting. It is quite interesting, and I can't. Some of you know that Pointer doesn't only host, that he works with youth. I don't know why I talk in the third person. Just forgive me. Other people manage social media accounts. I'm not doing all the dirty work, but I need you to just be a little rational. Some of my fans watching and some of my people, we got to be mindful of what's being promoted to our youth. We have to be mindful because they don't know how to spell their names, but they know how to recite sexy red lyrics. This is off. This should be off the record, y'all. I'm sorry. This should be off the record, but I'm just going to keep it a little real before I go and try to get me. Y'all didn't bless me as much tonight, so I'm going to just go. Where am I going to go? Maybe I'll get a McChicken. Sponsor us, McDonald's. I'll just get one McChicken. I can't afford two. But y'all be mindful. My parents, even shout out my man Amir, those that have younger children that they can still kind of mold and shape, be mindful of what you're having them listen to. Pointer, personally, I love you enough to tell you the truth. I don't recommend that you let your children listen to any sort of ratchet ski Scott style music. I just don't. A lot of the rappers that are promoting the murder of their own people, I just don't recommend it. You can go back to the 90s. You can go back to the 80s. I'm sorry, but some of the NWA lyrics aren't really for the youth. When you get a little older, you get a little more seasoned. This is just keeping it real. This is just Pointer keeping it real because I love y'all, and I want y'all to keep it real. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Okay, so she loved me. Thank you. Some of y'all know that Pointer, I just want the best. I want the best for my real one. So if I'm wrong for that, then tell YouTube to demonetize me. Okay. She a rapper. They twerk but can't do homework. Oh, that's good. I don't have to put that one down in the notes. I mean, and it's true. And I'll be writing referrals like, yo, don't be playing that in class. Don't be reciting what Sexy Red told the teacher in the music video. You can't tell me that. You can't do that. But I appreciate y'all so much. We're going to end out with just a little fun. I have a few surprises that I need to drop before I go get that one McChicken because, the bank account ain't looking too hot after about 18 state tour. But keep this in mind. The fans loved, let me see if I can pull it. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll just do a quick little snippet. You already saw it earlier for those that were in, but some weren't. So the fans went crazy for this. The fans went crazy.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. I see the way you are looking at me.
Okay. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but the fans, it's insane. I would say our team reported to me that we got at least 90 messages regarding a second Goth edition. I had no clue when I presented to the homies saying, hey, let's do a Goth edition, that it would go as well as it did. We had some virality, some very unique characters. So shout out all the Goth people. We are doing it again. We have to do it again. We have to shout out the Goth individuals. I'm not, again, we won't get into that. But I have a lovely lady that asked a question. This is a real one. Raya, you are amazing. What's your favorite state outside of California? Man, well, being on the tour, I got a major announcement next week when we go live, but we'll keep that for next week. But we got a few more states to go. Oh Lord. Well, okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but Ohio surprised me, some of the beauty in the state as we traveled from Detroit to Washington, D.C. on the tour. Ohio was all right, but I won't get specific yet. I'll get specific in a few. But since Raya asked, yeah, Raya, I'm going to say Ohio, but I got too many surprises for y'all coming up. Detroit, the people are amazing. I love my people in Detroit. I'm going to shout out some people when that episode drops. But there is a restaurant in Detroit that is some of the best soul food. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm sorry. Y'all just got to wait until the episode drops. But some of that food, yeah, I'll be back. And actually, Portland had a good spot, but I ain't going to spoil that either because we have a Portland episode dropping soon. But anyway, yeah, that is, we had a great time on the tour. It was fantastic. It was amazing. So y'all are awesome. Oh, see, I love this one. See, now I can get a milkshake with the McChicken. Thank you. That might mess with my stomach, but I'm gonna do it for you all later. I'm still gonna get the milkshake. Well, do they make McFlurries? I'll get a McFlurry or whatever. Sponsor us, McDonald's, nonetheless. Y'all are awesome. I am gonna roll out, but I really appreciate the wonderful people that were on tonight. We had Arvis, we had Mark, we had Sashin, we had Amir. Those are real ones. Okay, and remember, you can call in if you want to help yourself. If you want to help yourself find a real one, then do that for real. Because on these virtual real times, we have some remarkable moments that get cut up and we have fun with it. So I do want to offer one more surprise if I have access to it. I don't know if the team loaded it on here. As some of you know, Pointer can't do it all. I don't manage everything. I shouldn't mention it. Let me see if the fans know. Let me see if the real fans know. Fans, comment and tell me if we go viral every week. But this hit about 4 million views in 2 days. I just want to see if somebody knows what I'm referencing. Let's see in the comments if somebody knows what I am referencing. We're talking about something that went insanely viral as of late. I won't give any hints, but obviously those real ones know what just dropped last week. It's breaking the internet as we speak. And I just want to see if somebody did that. Oh, wow. Sheila's asking a great question. Sheila, I love you. Yes. You're going to help me possibly get extra because Oleda already helped me get a McFlurry and Raya helped me get a McChicken. So if you could just help out. But yeah, let's see. Who knows what? Okay. Shout out to Carbon. Carbon, I love you. Carbon, you are a real one. Wow. Yeah, this whoa. Some of y'all know what that's referencing. Some of y'all know. Oh, well, Carl and Rose, y'all are amazing. Yes, no, that is elite. That was a blessing. We're just gonna add that real quick. You can come see me on Sunset on La Brea. Mama, I made it to Hollywood. Mama, I made it. And that's thanks to y'all. Really, that's thanks to y'all. That's not my doing. That's your doing, being the greatest fans ever. But yeah. Banana Russian, yeah. The members will get more. Yeah, see, Raya knows. Yeah. Raya, you know what I'm talking about. It was I can't go too deep on it as she did. She went really deep, but that whole episode, I'm gonna do a little sub message on that because that was insane. The whole premise, which I got one night, I was just strolling through, and I'll just keep it real. There was an attractive white woman that inspired that edition. It really did. So I was like, you know what? Not for me, but let me help, some real ones find real ones that they're interested. You have the right to preference. But as some of you know, in that episode, there was a very disrespectful individual who we had to remove because we don't tolerate disrespect. And me personally, I love Black women. Yeah, I love Black women. Shout out mom, shout out grandma, shout out great grandma, shout out great great grandma, and the list goes on. But we ain't tolerating no disrespect. So that individual, we just don't tolerate that, and it'll never happen. Not on my platform, at least. But it was still a great episode, and like I said at the end of that episode, 3 for 4 for good Black men. That's a decent ratio. That's 75%. My students would be like, you know what? Hey, that's a C. Okay. So, we appreciate that. Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, that is. Well, not at first. Some people know. Russian banana, that was a little different. But anyway, okay. I don't want to keep yapping to y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I missed going live, but for about a month straight, about 4 weeks straight, we've been moving nonstop. Okay, we've been moving nonstop. But just get ready. If you are a member, a paying member, like shout out to some of the queens and kings that pay every month to see the content, you are going to see Nashville weeks before some of the people that were on the episode. Sorry, y'all, but yeah, that's how we do it. Because y'all are supporting, y'all are helping pay the bills, man. The lights don't stay on their own, So I appreciate y'all so much. I want to end out with some fun, but I got to get out of here and go get a McChicken. Sponsor us, McDonald's. Do I have one more surprise for y'all? There's too much to do. Well, yeah, that billboard made me shed a thug tear. It really did. I didn't know that a billboard was up until someone commented and said, Pointer, I saw you on La Brea. And I was like, what? So I drove down there and I was like, whoa. Well, because that's thanks to y'all. That's thanks to the fans. Get pickles on it. Okay, we'll have to see about that. Let's end out with just a little fun, and then we're going to call it. Y'all are amazing. We're going to cut the show.
Pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon.
What? Oh.
Let's bring out our.
I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm a serenade us out. I might do a little dance and stuff like that, but I appreciate y'all so much. Pop the balloon. Okay. Final thing, since I love y'all so much. Shantae, I'm answering the question. The fans did. The fans actually blessed me. Obviously, if you're asking, I wish it was you, Shantae, but it wasn't. But I love you though. But some fans actually supported and put that together, and I was genuinely surprised. But that's a whole other sermon for a whole other group of people. But I will just say this: some people really love this show, and I almost started crying because I was like, wow. Like I said, the dude commented and was like, I just saw you on La Brea. And I had to go deeper and be like, okay, who did this? Who did that? Then I found out a GoFundMe was started and people were paying to get help pointers. I didn't know because I'm not on social media like that. I have people that help do the work that I can't do because I can only do but so much. This hair alone, to get this natural hair taken care of, takes hours, out of every day. But I appreciate y'all. Okay, somebody. Oh man, y'all got too many great comments. I'm sorry, I can't shout them all out, but y'all are amazing. We're going to get y'all out. But tomorrow, just know, great episode dropping 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If y'all want to guess what episode it is, I don't think you'd guess, but it's a good one. It's a good one, everybody. So y'all take it easy out there. A good one. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Jesus loves you and Pointer does too. Y'all take it easy. Continue to not pop balloon.
Pop the balloon. Don't pop. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop. 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 Don't
Y'all are amazing. Don't pop the balloon, please. Don't pop the balloon. We can have a discussion. Sash, you want to come back? You want to come back on? You want to discuss sex, or are you good? I see you there representing Portland. Okay, let's have a little more fun. Okay, because I mean, I love my live. I love Sash. She came on. She's one of the only queens that was representing Sash. So Sash has just been on the sidelines chilling. So y'all might get a little post show real quick. Sash,
Y'all
what you think?
me in the comments, but I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the love as well. Thank you so much.
No, they know you're beautiful. They're just tripping about you.
I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, like, it's a big platform, and so you can't use this platform to downgrade anybody, you know? So if she just wants to be herself on the mic at any time, though, like, you know, the song she did with Drake, Babe, I Love You, that one. And she was singing really off key, right? And I just thought that that was a moment in our history through music to say, hey, like, even if you don't have like the studio voice, or like you don't sound like with Beyonce, you don't sound like Chloe Bailey, you can still make a hit song. You can probably do it. Like, if you keep it up, you might be able to get a really cool feature. And that's what I took from it versus like just solely listening to the lyrics. And because it's not really about the lyrics. I think it's about the personality and like how she delivers the song, and it makes music accessible to everybody. That's why I like that's why I say I like what she's doing for the culture in that way. It's like showing you that anyone can do it. Just like in Ratatouille, they said anyone can cook. Bob Ross said anyone can paint. Sexy Red said anyone can make music.
Anyone can ski and booty hole pound. I mean, what disturbs me, Sash, because I appreciate that perspective, I really do. But I think what some of the fans are saying, and what because I appreciate that perspective. I guess my concern is that when you blend someone, like you're saying, someone with the platform she has and impacting millions of people around the world, but especially you and I both would agree with our Black youth who have been troubled since our time here. You got to be real delicate. Because and if you go to school, and some of my fans know where I am, academically and socially and things like that, then you're dealing with students that are repeating those things, yet they can't spell their own name, which is a whole other systemic issue. But then they're keeping that mindset of, I think she has a song, forgive me fans, I'll bleep it, bleep my baby daddy or something to that effect. Or maybe that's Glorilla or one of the other ones. And I love my Black queens. That's what breaks my heart. I'm like, y'all don't have to promote the stereotypes. That were started not really by us, but now we play into it. And I'm like, I know y'all just want the bag, but
and it's like it keeps us hypersexualized as like Black women, especially like curvy Black women. We're always hypersexualized. So I get that it's like a detriment, like, you know, like later on in the future, and like she is collaborating to music in this way. But at the same time, like that type of music doesn't always last. Like, we're still listening to like Beyonce, like she's going on act 3 now, like with her whole different genre and exploring music. And I feel like what we subject our kids to is really, it's not just on us, right? Because like the exterior world is out there and there's things that we can't control. But like my little niece will not know who Sexy Red is. Like, I'm not gonna put that in her face. But also, no, I didn't. Like, I understand, yes. But I'm saying, like, from an adult perspective, because I'm an adult and I don't have children and my niece isn't here yet. When I like saw Sexy Red come out with that song, or just songs in general, I'm like, oh, she's singing off key. Like, that means anyone can make music. That's what that's like the underlying message. So I'm taking her out of it, and just the underlying message that anyone can make music. I tried to look at it from like a third person type of view. But Now,
do you think that because obviously that song you're referencing came out a few years after she blew up on TikTok with talking about her anal cavity and the color of it.
I don't know like much about her. So I don't.
Okay. Then
I don't.
You don't root for it too hard if you don't know, because some of the stuff she's saying.
Exactly, because like when I ask my Siri, I say, "Hey Siri," because I don't want her to turn on now. I say, "Play music that I love." That's not in the catalog, so I'm not like over here just like, "Oh, I'm playing Sexy Red right now." No,
okay.
That's not really.
If you do just a little research, even just probably every other song is something that's glorifying the stereotype, glorifying the kind of the setback of our culture. What me and you care deeply about and we want the best for. And you not having children, you being strategic. I mean, you are a boss. You know, you are handling your business. You ain't got baby daddy drama. You don't have a baby daddy. You know, you set yourself up for success. And some of the stuff they talk about, you know, anyway. But these are the discussions that need to be had. And a lot of people, they fail to remember that this account's name is The Last Talk Show. So I appreciate you for not only being on a real one, because you're a real one, but you're also on The Last Talk Show, you know? And we used to go years back before we were helping people find love. We were having these conversations about some of the artists, and we'd call it logic to the lyric. And we would talk about how society's kind of being hurt by some of the songs that are being produced.
Yeah, a lot of it. And a lot of them are sending folks into jail early and like not taking care of like their responsibilities, you know? So it's like, blow your money. Let's spend it on bottle service. Let's not invest it and like build our future. So yeah, I completely understand. But thank you for hosting me on The Last Talk Show.
You're amazing. Yes. Thank you, Sasheen the Queen. Yeah. You are awesome. And if we come back to Portland, like I said, in person, it's always a ton of fun. But this was great too. So you're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sasheen the Queen. We'll catch you next time on The Last Talk Show on a real one. You're amazing. Thank you. Bye-bye. All righty, folks. That was great. And that's the thing. I need y'all to remember one thing. Pointer is never, ever going to just be in one lane, folks. I'm sorry. You are not going to limit Pointer. You're not going to limit me. So when people, I'll say this. We'll go until 8 o'clock. Normally, I like to give you all a 2-hour show. So some real ones didn't show up. Sasheen the Queen obviously did. Amir did. Mark did. Arvis did. But when we first got into hosting, we're the only ones who faithfully honor the seasoned souls. And I know you know that. And I know you love Pointer for that, right? So when that was transpiring and all the people were loving the Pointer, me, the only person honoring the seasoned souls in a dating show format of this caliber. We're not talking about some of the stuff on Netflix and stuff like that because, you know, they got the budget, Michelle Obama, you know, shout out all the great people. But people only wanted us to do that. That makes absolutely no sense. And I am so glad. And I love my fans. I love my real ones, but I'm so glad I didn't listen to a lot of the people that said only do that. Because that is absolutely illogical to only help one group who I love dearly. Trust me, on the tour, you're getting the most amount of seasoned souls content you'll ever get in your life. But to only cater to that one group when I can do others at the exact same time, that's the way to do it, right? So that's how Pointer does it. I see some very valid questions, but people aren't adding seasoning to the comments. So I beg y'all, I'm telling y'all, now I can get a McChicken and a McFlurry, but I need, somebody bless me. Okay, now I can get a little more. Okay. Shout out to whoever sent that Cash App donation. If my phone's not. Anyway, you're amazing. Thank y'all for going and supporting the real ones. But just please remember, this is a channel and a show that's going to cater to what we want and what we need as a society, which is effective discourse about some of the things that are going on. So don't think that we're just going to help people find love. We got it all. Yes. That's why I love my people, because y'all know the deal. I will always ask for money. What did Jesus say? Ask, and it shall be given to you. Don't make me start preaching. Don't make me start preaching. So I'm gonna shout out my boy right here. I shouldn't shout him out. He didn't add any season to it. But stop begging for money. No. Why would I stop? When think about it? Okay, let me not shout out people that don't need to be shouted out. But a lot of people that beg for money, they end up getting the money. Okay, so we're just going to go 3 more minutes. Let me see if I can surprise y'all with something else. I told y'all about the next Goth edition. I told y'all too much goodness. Well, we have a major update about merchandise because we have not done it and people have harassed me for merchandise. So that's amazing. So we're going to have some fun. Oh, Sasheen, you're amazing. She was just logging out. You're awesome. But yeah, don't ever underestimate the power of real ones and real ones connecting, because I really appreciate y'all so much. So, you know, we just want to make sure you pop the balloon or don't pop the balloon. That Goth edition, y'all, this was crazy.
Is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand. toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. The other girls popping. They don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection. Girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far. Just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Seems the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. 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 Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Pop the balloon. 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 Yeah. Don't pop.
You know how it is, folks. Okay, we did hit. We started at 6. I did make y'all wait a little, and I apologize for that. But you're gonna see why, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, you know what, Pointer? It was worth the wait." So I appreciate y'all so much, and I agree. See, some of y'all are saying some great stuff in these comments, but you didn't put any seasoning on it, so I don't want to talk about it and discredit those that actually put seasoning on their comments. But I love each and every real one, and I want to be honest with y'all right before I go out. I just love y'all. Y'all know that. I even love the haters. I do. You'd be surprised how effective haters are in helping you grow. Sometimes more than the love. I'll just keep it real. But I appreciate everyone that comes on this wonderful program and helps you pop. So I'm gonna catch y'all next time. We hit our mark, and we could have got some real one connections. We could have, but different things. Some people their aesthetics, and then some people their values, and some people their child situations and things like that. You never know what you're going to get on this show, but I appreciate y'all for watching. You are awesome. And let's end out with the jam, and we will catch you next time. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon.